Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell is probably one of the more popular books that we have here in the library. So this book takes place in 1986, and it's set over the course of a school year in 1986. The main characters' names are obviously Eleanor and Park. Eleanor is new to the high school that she's going to, and she, from the first moment she steps onto the school bus at the beginning of the day, she is just mercilessly made fun of. If you can kind of see the cover here, she has red hair that's really curly, sort of frizzy, and she's a little bit of a bigger girl. She dresses kind of funky and everything, and so the kids at the school just make fun of her and everything. As soon as she gets on the bus, she's the new kid, she's the outsider. So she's not quite sure exactly where to sit on this bus, and she ends up sitting next to a kid whose name is Park. And he doesn't really pay that much attention to her. She just asks if she can sit there, and he's like, yeah, sure, that's fine, you can sit here. And then he sees her throughout the school day and sees that she's really alone, that she's definitely an outsider, but he doesn't do anything to really reach out to her and to make her feel welcome. And so finally one day the two of them are sitting next to each other on the school bus, as they do every day, and Eleanor notices that he's reading a comic book that she's interested in, and so she starts to talk to him about it, and then he starts to ask her what music she's listening to, and the two of them begin to develop a friendship, and even more than a friendship. She starts to like him, he starts to like her, and as he gets to know her better, he starts to understand why exactly she dresses the way she does, she acts the way she does, why she's considered so much of an outsider, and it very much has to do with her home life, which is not the happiest on the face of the earth. So he just begins to understand her a little bit more, and it's about their relationship over the school year in 1986. Super popular book, won a ton of awards the year that it came out. Rainbow Rowell is probably one of the more popular authors that we have in the library, and it's just a really excellent book if you're a fan of John Green books or Gail Forman books or any kind of just realistic fiction. Just realistic fiction that's done in a very thoughtful and well-written way. Eleanor and Park is a really excellent choice. So that's Eleanor and Park.